Drake, is there a spell that helps you learn and retain information with fast recall? There's a lot of spells out there that can do this to varying degrees and varying skill points for different magicians of all kinds. Um, but it also comes down to a few things. First off, there's your ability in spell work. No spell is just a bunch of words and writing. There is still skill and focus on the magician that goes into every spell. So a spell that may be 100% bulletproof for me might not be 100% bulletproof for the beginner. Would they get some results? Yes. Would they get the exact same results? Unlikely, because there is a practiced skill and focus difference between the two magicians. That's something with every spell. So if you're just wanting a guaranteed bulletproof spell that is going to do this, no, it doesn't exist, because the magician is a component in the spell. Their focus of the spell, their ability to manipulate energy, all these things take place. That said, when I need help focusing or recalling information, I normally turn to a entity that also deals with intellect and intelligence. My go-to in this one is usually Odin or Zephyrsil. Odin's usually the easier one for most people who aren't studying dragon magic, because for Zephyrsil, you kind of have to have your guardian, you have to have your co-magician, you have to go through all the draconic initiations and like Dragon Magic 101. You can't just reach out and say, hey, Zephyrsil, help me out. So Odin's a little easier to access, to be honest with you. And doing a hailing rite set up specifically to reach out to Odin and tell him what you're wanting is a great way to get started. I would then create a bind rune using Odin. Just all you would need is literally write Odin's name out in runes. So you can do a rune staff, so it's written out, or you can overlap them to create a bind rune with the entire focus of it while you're creating it is on Odin helping you with that information, recall and retainment. That would be the easiest way to go about it. Another option, which I've seen people do, just giving you another option out there, is to get a hold of a candle that is associated with memory and intelligence. These are usually going to be yellow. For most people, yellow seems to be intelligence based. I actually love both white and red also for this, but hey, that's me. But take that candle, hold it, raise energy in whatever way you normally raise. If you don't have a way, try the Dragon's Flame ritual. You don't need any of the initiations for that one. Get all that energy coming in, then focus all that energy into that candle with the intent of retaining information and recalling it, and charge that candle. Get it good and charged. And if you can, get a bigger candle, like a 7-day candle, or even one of those big freaking 3-wick candles. Even if it's scented, just get something. And when it's charged, when you sit down to study, burn that candle, light that candle. Because while you're studying, while you're actually studying the information, it's going to help you retain it. But remember, we also put that recall in there. So it's also going to make it easier to recall it when you need it. Say for, I don't know, if you're in college or school, a freaking test. Because I don't know about y'all, but when it comes to test, I drew a blank for many, many years. So, yeah. So those would be a couple options for you, mate.